Noah Chadwick trying to clear, kept in by McKenna. Nice move. Open, here's a chance. Scores! Reed Andreessen! And Gavin McKenna has his first Western Hockey League point. And the Tigers cash in. McKenna walks in, down low, Weisblatt redirected, scores! And an open man, he fights off a check, gets it back. Here's a chance, McKenna to the slot. Big rebound, scores! Tyler McKenzie. 9-1 McKenna, maybe
Tigers.
a 2-on-1. He keeps. Here's McKenna, curls to the backhand. Now wrap around Bame trying to knock it through. It's in, they score! Tyler McKenzie. And a good response by the Tigers after they gave up a 2-goal lead or deficit. They're back within one. McKenna settles the puck down. He's going to walk into the slot. Lets it fly. Loose puck. Weisblatt scores! 5-1 puts on the brakes to cut him off. Here's Parsons, lets it go, score! Potas has another point against the Pats. Here's a chance, Krebs trying to walk in. McKenna's open, he scores! 6,000 on their feet. The first of many for Gavin McKenna.
Season winding down. Here's McKenna in front of the shot. They score! Brendan Lee and the Medicine Hat Tigers have a goal. A chance here, and they get it out in front.
Deal with him. McKenzie comes out of it, though. Nice move. McKenzie to the slot. McKenna scores! That doesn't work this time, but the Tigers force a turnover. Here's a chance, and Brendan Lee will score. Reese Peterson back to play it, but taken away. McKenna behind that to the slot. Here's Lee, and he scores!
Down low, McKenzie centering pass. McKenna scores!
Adjustment already, as you're going to see Tyler McKenzie and Brendan Lee with Brain Babe. No, they will switch. My apologies. Out comes Gavin McKenna. Back comes to it. Backdoor. McKenzie, the slot. Scores! Gets that clean win back to Bogdan's. Hodis. Middle of the point. Now for McKenna down low. Here's Weisblatt. Open. Backhand. Scores! Here we go. Here's Lindstrom down low. Mercick. Down the slot, McKenna scores! Power play goal, Mercick and McKenna. Tigers have spent the entire power play in the offensive zone. Here's McKenna, loose puck, Basha scores! McKenna pokes it free. Here's a chance for the Tigers on a partial 2-on-1. Could be a break. McKenna in, scores! Gavin McKenna. Not even 7 minutes in, the Tigers all over the Hitmen.
Come up on the 7-minute mark here in this first period. Puck across the Rebels line up the near right wing side. Braden Bame plays it in behind the Red Deer net. And the Medicine Hat Tigers score. Across center. Chips it to the far left corner, ties up alongside Hunter Mayo. Puck comes out to the slot, backhand, Kelsey makes the save, scores on the rebound. The kid from Whitehorse stops. Surveys, cuts to the slot, shot, Kelsey save, rebound comes out to Lindstrom, tries to tuck it home short side, and he does, scores!
Open lane, partial break, Mercick fires it, scores!
Bronco line and trying to spring by the defenders, Caden Lindstrom cutting back in front, McKenna a chance, he scores! McKenna had it knocked away from him, Basha shaking off a check, he scores! This Weisblatt thrown towards the net, blocked there by Rylan Gould, that one stung him. Left side, McKenna, circle, drags, shoots, scores! Gavin McKenna on a fantastic shot. Lindstrom was right there, it went through his legs. McKenna, up top circle, he'll shoot, they score. Gavin McKenna wins it in overtime for the Medicine Hat Tigers in what is a wild affair.
Blue line by McKenna. McKenna looks in, he'll wait, he'll hold, he won't shoot. Down to the right face-up, Dodgers, a wrist there, save. They scored a backhand! Away from Crystal, then did. Gets it to center, then knocked away by Graham, who lost it. Oh, and here's a chance in front, they score! McKenna steal! Off of the blade of the Rocket defenseman. Lead feed center, McKenna towing one with Smith. McKenna left out, waits, holds, in front, they score! And Smith, his second of the game. And that will likely seal the deal.
Walt. Rebound behind the net for McKenna. McKenna. He'll carry it once again up to the line. Right side now down to Weisblatt on the half wall, across to the left side. A shot, they score.
He still has it. McKenna to the midpoint, Weisblatt now to the right point, Weisblatt shoots, great save, young, rebound, pumped in, scores! Caden Lindstrom, Mercick, right wing, McKenna tipped to the goal, scores! St. Martin tips it in the slot, and the Tigers have another power play goal.
Tigers looking to get one now. Here's McKenna, bar down, he scores! Yep. His 6th the season. Back to the point. Chance for Wiseman. One-timer. McKenna back of the net. He scores! Down 4. A gain of 4. We reconvene at center ice in a brand new hockey game. It's 4-4.
Blue line and blowing a tire there was Pickering, partial 2-on-1. Harsani to McKenna in front. He scores. Gavin McKenna on the partial.
Ellick poking at it, unable to clear. Wiesblatt walks into the backhand, stopped by Bjarnason. Big rebound, score! Bjarnason thought he chased back by Hadland. He shakes him off. McKenna throwing it across for Wiesblatt. Back to the front of the cage. They score.
4 seconds left on the power play. McKenna hands off. One-time chance. Wiesblatt scores! Cross ice. Mercick back for Basha. Redirected. Red light went on. He scores! Hands off to McKenna. Feeds to a streaking Krebs. Now back for Smith. Back for Krebs. What a goal! He scores!
By the Tigers. To the top of the zone, McKenna, left circle, Lindstrom, they score.
Wiesblatt to Mercick once more. Tigers with a 2-0 lead. Touched up McKenna. Wrister scores! Gavin McKenna back on the score sheet. Switches spots with McKenna. Now it's going to be Wiesblatt. Cross ice. One-timer. McKenna back of the net. He scores! 2 straight power play goals. Now McKenna back to it. Smith again, shot blocked by Watney. Now sharp angle, Smith scores!
Worked wide by Chadwick. Took his man out. Here's a puck free in front for Smith. A shot, he scores! Posted in, and another one. Tigers lead 4-2.
Matthew Peranich will have a look as he winds things up. The pass up the middle for McKenzie, slides ahead. Here's Lindstrom, drops back. Room for McKenna, scores! The kid is back. 4-2 Tigers.
Fires it through center. Puck into Red Deer's end. No icing on the play. Shot along the goal line. Stoser turns it away. Now the shot scores. The Rebels trying to clear the zone. Can't. Puck at the left point. Reed Andreessen tries a long shot. Stoser scores. As the Tigers speed across center ice, McKenna does get the Red Deer blue line up the left wing side. McKenna shot scores. 15 seconds into period number 2. Gavin McKenna ties it at 2.
Krebs couldn't do much with it. Now nice move by McKenna. Makes a couple of dekes, gets away to the top of the slot. Down low, Wiesblatt keeping. Now back for McKenna. Scores! Did it go in? The red light did not come on. McKenna celebrates like he scored, and I believe he has. It's 1-1. Here's Van Mulligan. DDD pass. Krebs in for McKenna. Waits, cross ice. Open is Wiesblatt. Backdoor! It's in, they score! Dragosevic's going to greet him, and Tigers are now 1 for 2. Here's a chance, Mercick scores! Get a follow-up, and now he'll regroup. He reloads at the point. Now back for Mercick, quick feed. McKenna for Mercick, back of the net, he scores! A 2-goal game for Tomas Mercick. The power play cooking. It's 4-0 Tigers. As Peranich waits, his shot through traffic, it's up in the air, and glove down, loose puck, backhand, Spilka scores! They all played against each other in the Canada Sports School Hockey League. Kayla with another save. Sign that now, McKenna walked out front, St. Martin scores! His first Western Hockey League hat trick. McKenna to Parsons, wrist shot, didn't get through as now Mercick to the slot. McKenna, one-timer, scores! What a pass by Tomas. We also saw a tripping penalty that we didn't think was. But now McKenna is going to bust in, partial break. McKenna scores! He'll be up against Crampton, who drew in that penalty shot goal against St. Martin. Fed out front, Wiesblatt scores! Here's Andreessen back for McKenna. He couldn't handle the pass. It goes to Mercick, now finds McKenna on the near wall. Swings it across, Basha off the bench, walks in, scores!
Getting double shifted here, McKenna into the middle, Spilka to the net, he'll shoot and score! Got through the wickets of Harrison Menigan. Mercick stopped by Menigan. Big test there, here's a chance, scores! Knocked out of the air by Shane Smith.
McKenna runs into the linesman, gets back, still has some room. McKenna keeping backdoor! Hunter St. Martin's got 2, he scores! Gavin McKenna orchestrates that sequence, opens everything up. Gavin McKenna settles the puck down. Tigers look for their first lead of the game. Backdoor, it's off their old man and in! Trying to get it out, Van Mulligan to McKenzie, just holds it in. Trying to find Pacheco, but now McKenna off the bench. His shot, scores! Make it a 3-point night. Basha gets harassed by Ollie Josephson. Now for McKenna, he had to get rid of it quickly to Mercick. Far side, they switch spots. McKenna receives. Side of the net. Here's Smith trying to jam play. Loose puck, Basha! Blocked on the way through. That was a chance for an open net for Andrew Basha, but taken away by the Rebels. Here's McKenna through traffic. Scores! 3:31 to go.
McKenna goes down, low shot back on front, a shot, scores. Instant dividends on the up the near side at the left circle, feeds it through to Weisblatt, and the clear, scores. The skill of McKenna.
Weisblatt through the middle. He's got a man. McKenna drives, scores. That's all they need is a little bit. Gavin McKenna moves it up and not out. Andreessen backdoor. They score again. The Tigers with 3 goals on 4 shots. Is Josh Van
Junior
Mulligan.
has now headman pass. St. Martin trying to bust in. Away! Scores! And now McKenna makes a couple of moves away. McKenna backdoor hits a body. They score! Gavin McKenna will end up being the benefactor with 7:51 to go. A high sticking penalty to Matthew Savoy. One-timer! Mercick scores! Doesn't have in this final 3 minutes, but the Tigers force a turnover. Here's McKenna back for Weisblatt. Keeping now, it's in, they score!
He is now 16 years old and in his rookie season feeds Weisblatt. Weisblatt across, a shot, they score! Reed Andreessen early in the hockey game, 35 seconds in. A pass. Here's McKenna wheeling up the near wing. In front, they score! Basha with a redirect, and it's tied up at 2-2.
2-on-2 with St. Martin. He'll feather it on the far side. Weisblatt to that, trying to kick it ahead. Open is McKenna. Backhand scores! The patience, the tenacity, and the shelf job. None better than 72. 20 power play assists. He'll keep. Now hands off to Mercick at the right circle. Middle of the blue. Here's McKenna. Redirected. They score! Oasis Weisblatt. Here comes McKenna. Cross for Basha. Keeping, now lets it go and scores! Or it will be McKenna. Middle of the blue once more. Trying to find an open man. He's got one in Basha. Had some room. Cut away to the slot. Weisblatt! One-timer scores!
Back near side. Here's McKenna with it. Spinning. Slides away from Fawcett. Found the man on the left side. The wrist shot. They score! Rhett Parsons! And the Medicine Hat Tigers not going away.
Hand off, but instead back to the point for McKenna. Swings for Mercick. Back for McKenna. Looks for a lane. Open is Weisblatt across. One-timer! Mercick scores! He'll try again. Makes a couple moves. Gets away. McKenna back for Weisblatt. Hands off. McKenna to the net. Scores! Gavin McKenna with 11:03 to go. Tigers within 1.
McKenna pass to Andreessen, left point, into the middle. Weisblatt walks in, he shoots, he scores! Rookies and assists, plays it ahead. St. Martin over the line, centers it to McKenna, backhander scores! Tigers have tied it up at 2 with a power play goal from Gavin McKenna to McKenna. Left circle, centers the puck across. Mercick shoots, he scores! And now the puck goes in on a rebound. Midpoint. McKenna left circle, loads, he shoots, he scores! Tigers have a 5-4 lead with 8:26 to go in the third period. Another
brought to you by Douglas Meats on North Railway Street. Quick touch play, some room. Mercick to McKenna. Walks in, keeps. He hit Hunter St. Martin. It's in, they score!
Top spot with goals with 27. And the Tigers break out through center on the near wall. Quick shot, he scores! Are you kidding me? Gavin McKenna. Long lead feed, the Tigers looking for a response. They're in, and they score. Gavin McKenna. Are you kidding me? Sauchin can't keep it in. Weisblatt breaks it. McKenna's got a breakaway for the hat trick. McKenna, he scores. Roll the highlight reel. There's a hat trick for Gavin McKenna. Program in PEI back in November. One of each of Canada's groups, red and white. Puck comes out in front, bounce on the side. Did that stay out?
Jack Kachkowski up for McKenna. He's got a beat on it. Trying to bust in. Trailer, Mercick back for McKenna. One-timer! Scores! Pass though. Mercick will settle. McKenna, one last crack here. Keeps to the middle shot. Scores! I don't know if that hit St. Martin on the way through or not. It does. Tigers have tied the game at 3. It hits the boot of Hodas. That's going to turn into a 2-on-1. Here's Weisblatt across. One-timer. Hodas scores! Trying to find a trailer. It's Mercick coming late. Shoulder save. Blocker stop by Hay. One-timer. Mercick back to the net. He scores! That's 18 for Tomas Mercic.
To the middle of the ice and is able to drive a shot on goal.
Off the face-off, McKenzie! It's in, he scores! And it will be McKenna once more. Now lots of room. His chance, scores! Trying to work back to the point. Weisblatt just holds it on the far wall. To the point. Walks to the middle. His drive, scores! White knuckle time for the Tigers. They still have a lead of 2, but now it's fed. Here's McKenna, open net, scores! That'll do it. Oh no. Clean win by the Broncos, but the Tigers took it away. So McKenna up for Mercic. Parsons right in front. He'll hand off. Mercic. Here's Basha. Trying to go back. It's loose. They score! The Tigers trying to hang on. McCleary right there. McKenna took it away. Stolen back by Ward. Loose puck. Pickering backdoor. Parsons there. It's loose. And McKenna relays it ahead. And Drew Basha with a wide open net. Scores!
Weisblatt who sends it ahead. Pass knocked down, comes through to Mennigan. He'll poke it to the side. McKenna spun it to the front. He scores! Gavin McKenna.
Jumping his step early. It's Tristan Doyle trying to get rid of it. And no turnover. McKenna in tight. Scores! Incredible working that delay by St. Martin to get that to McKenna. Now it's a feed. Here's Weisblatt to the backhand. Scores! In. Cut off. He reloads. Back for McKenna. Top of the point. Return. Basha with some lane work, but doesn't get it through. McKenna now fires. Scores! Mac taken to the ice by Krebs as well. And there's some horse collars going out. Breakaway. Gavin McKenna for the third. 5-hole. Scores! Conference quarterfinal is underway. Tigers looking to zip to it right away. Hard check as Mayo went into St. Martin. Good hard stern body check there, but now there's some traffic. Here's St. Martin a shot. Wutzke was turned around. McKenna scores! Waiting. Now McKenna trying to make some room. No shot taken. And now across for Andreessen into the tight slot. Scores! That beats the point man. That's Gavin McKenna. He'll bust in. His drive. It's off this body. Hits Adam Blosky, and fans love that. Shot! Scores! Caden Lindstrom!
The least. Now the Tigers come the other way. Smith shoots a rebound, scores. Hayden tries to bank it in. Basha to the right half wall to McKenna. Under 40 seconds left to go. Basha into the high slot. Shoots, scores.
Zone with Marcus Ruck in giving chase. Oil Kings. Dangerous pass up the middle, intercepted Corbet. Backdoor pass, Ruck scores! Marcus Ruck from Nate Corbet off at the right point, right in Bain. Back to his left, Shane Smith. Smith backdoor McKenna. In front, Basha scores! Smith, McKenna, Basha, have you heard that one?
Tigers win the draw. Corbet leaves it at the left point. Gavin McKenna, dipsy doodles into the slot, still has it right side. Pickford shot, scores! What a pass by McKenna. Perfect shot by Pickford. And just like we said, the Tigers were going to charge back hard. McKenna into the high slot. Holds, still has it, shot off the post, beat Wutzke to the short side, but he found the iron. Ritchie on the right wing as the Tigers start to cook again in Rebels territory. Weisblatt down low, pokes it to McKenna, right half wall, quickly to the right point to Pickford, who has the goal tonight. Woo, shot through traffic, scores!
McKenna steals it away. He tries a centering pass, comes back to him. He's able to nicely weave it through the feet of a defender, get it to the left point. Pickford, a shot misses in it. Rebound side of the net, they score! Stolen away by McKenna, he flips it up. St. Martin 3-on-1 for the Tigers. St. Martin down the left wing wall, shoots, scores! Tigers on the power play, win the face-off. Pickford to the right wall, Gavin McKenna down in the corner, Basha walks the goal line, in front, Weisblatt scores! Slips by Wilkie. Very silky move from Weisblatt as they gain the offensive zone. Weisblatt in front. McKenna, save made, rebound, and it's scored! Pass broken up, comes right back to Gavin McKenna. Incredible pressure here from this Tiger power play. Weisblatt scores! It free. Harsani to McKenna. High slot, Matt Ward in front. Harsani denied, and the second effort's in, but they're gonna say the whistle went. Basha back down low for Ward. Puck slips by him. Roberts feathers it up the wall for Gronick. He turns it over. Ward up top. McKenna walks into the slot, drops it down low. Basha in front. St. Martin scores! Marcus Ruck. Basha picks up the loose puck in the corner as he'll kick it up to the point for McKenna. McKenna cross for Basha. Walks down the right wall. McKenna calling for it. He's gonna get it. One-timer. Scores! All hail the reigning Rookie of the Year. 4-2. 4 power play goals. Tempt fate and you get bit. Here they come looking for more. McKenna down the right wing wall, stops in the circle. Beautiful pass across St. Martin. Bar down! 5-2. The Tigers lead St. Martin. Second on the back check. Dykart lost the puck then. The Tigers score. A give and go. It's a 2-on-0 towards the net with McKenna and Weisblatt. McKenna has got Weisblatt. Scores! Oasis Weisblatt beating Jackson Unger, glove side. Left circle, St. Martin walks down low, sharp angle shot and a blocker save made by Buenaventura. St. Martin off his own rebound to the right point. McKenna, a shot, a score! Gavin McKenna, a seeing eye shot from the right point. Assets tied, even at 1. Tigers enter the zone with speed. Basha to the slot. McKenna scores! 2 in a row! Chuck Weisblatt back with the left point. Beautiful pass across Pickford. In front, they score! Hat trick, Gavin McKenna, his 3rd of the night.
Ruck shoots it over to Basha, back to the left point now to Weisblatt. Plays it back ahead. Pickford along the left wing side, near right wall. McKenna to the face-off dot. Backdoor pass, scores! Andrew Basha tips that into a wide open net. McKenna's got it instead. Wu with the left point. Surveys for Medicine Hat, drops it off to McKenna, who has an assist tonight. High slot, McKenna gets around one man, he'll take it down low, shot, that one goes off a skate in front and wide from the ever so dangerous Gavin McKenna. Rebels head into their own zone here in this 4-on-4. McKenna high slot one more time, backdoor pass, Weisblatt scores! Tigers played key boy on that 4-on-4 shift.
Off for Weisblatt, Weisblatt in front, McKenna tips one just wide. He tries to center a pass back in front. Weisblatt gets McKenna, short side, they score! McKenna on the backhand, found daylight past the shoulder of UNUA, and it's a 3-goal Tiger lead.
Tigers come ahead with it. McKenna, right side, here's a shot, they score! He'll leave the zone with 40 seconds left of the period. Pass hit McKenna, deflects to Hertig, bumped it ahead, but the Tigers bring it back in. Here's McKenna against Yakimchuk, turn him around the outside, got it in front, they score!
To the point area. Gavin McKenna at the left wing circle, shoots, he scores! Oh boy, how did he put that in? One of the most impressive shots I have ever seen. It to McKenna inside the Regina zone. Centering pass sent wide, rebound, scores! Gavin McKenna scoops it to the middle of the ice. Pickford fires, he scores! Pickford with his line, centering pass in front. And they score as it's kicked in. Circle in the Regina zone for the Tigers. Left side, one-timer scores. Bryce Pickford's got a hat. And a left wing side, back to St. Martin, drives in. Backhander scores. He's got 4 on the night.
Weisblatt in on the left wing. Weisblatt across. McKenna on the backhand scores. Gavin McKenna slips it under the glove to the blue line. Tigers hold. Works to the middle. McKenna deals for Pickford. Right circle, scores. Ripped it over the glove of Brady Smith. Here's a shot, scores. Tipped in front by Oasis Weisblatt.
Point by Oasis Weisblatt. St. Martin finds it from his feet, plays it in the circle for Gavin McKenna. He'll drop it along the wall for Weisblatt. Back in the circle, McKenna in front, Weisblatt on the backhand. Shot fanned on loose at the side of the net. McKenna tucks it home. Seemingly impossible from below the goal line. Gavin McKenna finds a way, and we're back to his right. Jonas Wu, drop pass right point, Weisblatt leaves it for McKenna. McKenna walks into the right circle with speed, cuts into the slot. Gavin McKenna scores! Deflected in front by Hunter, St. Martin, and the Tigers. Forden leaves it to his right as a bobbling puck turned over. Weisblatt in the slot. Bardown scores! Corner as Moose Jaw will take it back, but turn it over. Weisblatt into the slot. McKenna to Weisblatt. Touch play. St. Martin. Throw him on the ice. A hat trick for Hunter St. Martin. Loose in the right wing corner of the Warrior zone. Gavin McKenna away with it for the Tigers. He'll stop in the left corner. Walk up the wall. Stop at the point. Look for a lane, can't find one, now cut into the slot. Let a shot go, hits a body, finds Weisblatt, he scores!
Peterson through the middle, knocked away on the pass, and here comes McKenna. He'll get it to the right wing side for Ruck, he shoots and scores. Poked away there by Gavin McKenna. Back to the way come the Tigers, right wing side into the Oil King zone. McKenna, they're a centering feed, Weisblatt scores.
Play to break up the cross-ice pass by Nolan Stewart. Got a stick on the puck, Tigers still with it. McKenna, one-timer, scores! 50th in the Western League for Gavin McKenna has the Tigers in front, 1-0. As Vicenen right back up, feeds the puck through to McKenna. McKenna up the middle of the slot. Gavin McKenna takes it on the backhand, centers one in front. He scores off of Victoria Royal and in. Gavin McKenna is second of the night.
Is Liam Ruck, gives to McKenna, left wing side. In front, Ritchie stops him. Save made, the rebound, they score. Liam Ruck puts the rebound into the net after Gardner made the initial save. And he finds Weisblatt. In over the line, drop feed. McKenna moving in, he scores. Gavin McKenna has a 3-point game. He's been in on all 3 Medicine Hat goals.
Off the shot from Weisblatt. Now back to the line. Ritchie has it on the left side. Oiring's back, Shenyu's back on the ice. They score! It went in off the back of Hildebrand. McKenna's got the goal. A battle here with McKenna as the Raiders getting a little too close for comfort together. McKenna picks the pocket of Mercick. McKenna towards the net. Cross ice feed for Martin. He scores! Hunter St. Martin wins this one in overtime.
With Luke Powell. Back come the Tigers. Here is McKenna. Pass to the middle, intercepted. Now Hansen blew a tire, lost the puck in the process. Left circle, McKenna on the half wall. Trying to center it. Comes to the blue line. There's a shot. They score.
Saskatoon bench was looking for another call there on Väisänen. Tigers get it to center. It's Ritchie walking in the slot. Ritchie steps around a man, goes in, scores. What a play! The race to the puck and skate into the right circle. Send one in front. A save made. Rebound was almost tapped home by Peter. Now the Tigers are 2-on-1. Weisblatt down the right side. Shoots. He scores! Stick inside the Tiger zone. Bryce Pickford ahead to Ritchie. Now to McKenna. 2-on-1. They enter the zone. McKenna in front. Ritchie. Backhand scores! What a connection! Gavin McKenna to Ryder Ritchie, who extends his point streak to 7 games. Puck comes free right side of the goal. It's Gavin McKenna with it in the corner. McKenna walks in the circle, feeds one up high. Van Mulligan. He shoots just wide. McKenna doorstep scores! McKenna off the rebound gets the Tigers in front for the first time tonight. Burnov, but slipped over his own skate. Tigers work it back in. McKenna in alone. McKenna 5-0 scores! Gavin McKenna, second of the night, 17th. The point for Pickford. Left side, Weisblatt. Right side, McKenna. He scores! Hat trick for Gavin McKenna. Gavin McKenna, left side, Pickford. One-timer. He scores! Bryce Pickford, his second.
Conan holds it at the point. Now has some room up for McKenna. Sharp angle to Weisblatt. In front, they score in this one. Weisblatt, long stretch, set play off the wall. Trouble for McKenna. Sharp angle. He scores! 16.3 seconds left. He got beat behind the defense.
Clear to the side. McKenna gets it. Here's McKenna to the side. St. Martin to the front. Scores! Slipped it through. Turned to the corner by Unger. 5 seconds left. A shot to the front. It trickles in.
Cross ice for McKenna. Slips under his stick. Pick back up in the right corner. McKenna spins away from Yeko. Last minute of play now in the period. McKenna in front. Pacheco scores! Marcus Pacheco, short side on Alex Worthington. Picks up a wall on the right half boards. Walks into the circle. Feeds one up top for Molendyke. Molendyke drops it for Weisblatt. Down low. McKenna scores! Welcome back, Gavin McKenna. The toe of his stick wide. Blocked by Väisänen. Found by Weisblatt. Flipped up to McKenna. He'll ditch it off to Ryder Ritchie. And Ryder Ritchie into the yawning cage will put this game on ice. It's 7-4 for the Tigers, and we've got some rough right point of the Rebels zone. Fed down the wall by Muhunen to Gavin McKenna. McKenna stops on a dime on the right half boards. Spins back in the corner. Cross ice pass. Pacheco scores! Dipsy and doodling. Gavin McKenna absolutely undressed his man. Fed one cross ice, and Marcus Pacheco.
Here by the Tigers. Woo out through the neutral zone. Bounces its way into the Edmonton end. Weisblatt, no look feed in front. Bouncing around. Spinning it was McKenna. Just goes wide of the net. Weisblatt back up top. Smack just wide. Side of the net. They score.
Certainly do. They've scored 6 power play goals against Calgary this year in the 5 games, and they'll attack the Calgary line. McKenna into the slot. Stopped up. Got a shot. Rebound. They score. Oasis Weisblatt. Right side of the pond. Gavin McKenna. McKenna up top. Van Mulligan. Make that Molendyke. Back over to McKenna. Right circle now. Weisblatt. Throw it on. Save. Rebound. Scores. Ryder Ritchie.
Carries the puck inside the Hitman zone. Slows up on the left wall. Feeds one to the slot. All alone. Ryder Ritchie shoots. He scores. Ryder Ritchie gets us within the right wall. Held onside Molendyke. Found by Ruck. Fed to McKenna. He sends one in front. Backhander saved by Miller. Rebound. They Tigers score. Possess it off the faceoff. McKenna top of the right circle. Feeds one in front. 9 seconds, all it took for the Tiger power play to strike. The other way, it's Weisblatt down the left wing side of the Pat zone. Drop pass in the slot. McKenna finds it. McKenna to Ritchie. He shoots. He scores. Ryder Ritchie makes it 4-0 here inside co-op place, and the Tigers 4 goals on 11 center, 3-on-3. McKenna in the left circle of the Pat zone. Backdoor pass off the skates of Ryder Ritchie and in. The Tigers 9-4
loose,
in front.
and it's Ritchie with it. Ritchie down the right side, throws it over left side. A save made by Cowan as the puck shot out net front, and a shot coming off the stick of Van Mulligan and in as Cowan had to flash all the way over to the defenseman. Van Mulligan trying to get his second of the night. Puck left side, back over to McKenna, shoots and scores. McKenna, a one-timer from the circle, and a power play goal with 6:54 left has tied this game at 2.
Zone, they'll gain the line. Down the right wing side, centering pass. Gavin McKenna backdoor scores. What a give and go play, finished off at the back post. Center over the Tri-City line. Tanner Mollendijk with it, drops it off. Gavin McKenna left circle. Weisblatt scores.
Wall puck cut off by McCloskey. Fed to the high slot for McMillan. Pass fanned on. Weisblatt will counter the other way for the Tigers. Weisblatt down the middle with McKenna and Ritchie. Off to the left wing. Ritchie cross. He shoots and scores.
Lead the second unit ahead for the Tips. Cole Temple up the left wing. Met by Van Mulligan. Stolen back by Weisblatt. Look out. Shorthanded breakaway. Oasis. Weisblatt over across the way. They score. Goes for a quick change. Heslop hops out over the boards. McKenna weaves in. Hold up at the far side circle. McKenna. Backdoor feed. They score. Bryce Pickford at the near side circle. Clinical. Weisblatt on with McKenna for the kill forwards, and look out, McKenna just stole it. Here's McKenna breaking in shorthand, and McKenna scores his second shorty of the game. Gavin McKenna signals to the Silvertip crowd. It is 5-2 Medicine Hat. Into the near side corner, it's funneled in, and Oasis Weisblatt into the near corner. Out towards the slot, McKenna waits, and he scores. Gavin McKenna completes the Hattie, and the Tigers lead it 7-2.
For a moment by the defenseman Mollendijk. And this one's tipped away over to Ryder Ritchie. Ritchie, right circle, swing, center, scored! Oasis Weisblatt. Coming from a family lineage of Weisblatt. Shot right circle, scored! Ritchie!
Hi, this is Joel Plon from Langley, BC. You're listening to Winterhawks Hockey.
Couldn't even get back in time. Medicine Hat
somehow kept out. That thing, I believe, trickled behind Medigan into the paint.
Fans wanted to call behind the play there.
Here comes St. Martin. Fires, he scores. That ties it up, a power play goal. And the T-Birds are up in arms thinking there should have been a penalty. Rebound up top to Dunn. His shot blocked. And McKenna will dump it ahead to center ice. Good job by Coots and Pikash actually coming back for Seattle. The Tigers in front of the net. Rebound, they shot, they score. Oh my goodness, just a bad deflection. Ends up on the stick of McKenna.
Side for the Broncos, it remains 1-0. Tigers skate the other way. McKenna in the slot, scores! Gavin McKenna ties the game at 1 with 6:29 left in the first. 3-on-3 the other way. McKenna still out there. Feeds one to Ritchie in the high slot. Ryder Ritchie walks to his right. Feeds one for Weisblatt. Wow! What an effort! Take a hit to make a play. With speed cut through center, walk into the Prince Albert zone, cut into the slot, but the puck rolls off his stick behind the goal. Ward gets it back. McKenna can't find it along the goal line. Ward centers one in, scores!
Ritchie for McKenna on the far wing. Curls away from Arsani. Still with it. Backhand shot save made. Rebound, they score! Gold Star saves. 10 Bell saves. McKenna off a face-off win. Weisblatt in front. He'll score. Oasis Weisblatt gives the Tigers the lead back, and now back they come. Weisblatt a shot blocked by Seepman. It comes over to McKenna. He hit the goalpost. Referee waves it off. I thought that was in.
McKenna over to Ritchie now. Ritchie crossing center. Drops it back to McKenna. Now left side Pacheco, and he hits the middle of the net. This one's
down
over.
Low for McKenna. McKenna drops it for Ritchie to the slot. Muhanet scores! McKenna stops along the wall, surrounded by a pair of Hurricanes. Gets it to Weisblatt. Up to the right point, Ritchie. To Mollendijk. To McKenna. To Ritchie. He scores! Tic-tac, take a 4-goal lead. Ryder Ritchie. Netminder Unger. Weisblatt wins it back. Ritchie to McKenna. Walks. Low shot. They score! Gavin McKenna, 5 back near wall for Hansen. Tigers strip it free and head the other way. McKenna chips one into the left wing corner of the Oil King zone, gets one in front. Weisblatt on the backhand, scores! For Tanner Mollendijk, swung to McKenna left circle. He'll wait, feed across. Ritchie shoots, scores! Ryder Ritchie has us back within a goal with exactly 6 minutes left in the third. It's not over yet. Rolls to the far wall. St. Martin finds it. Threads a pass ahead. McKenna one-on-one into the Blazer zone. McKenna cuts, waits, has it on the backhand. What a pass! What a goal! Oh my! McKenna magic connects with Hunter St. Martin. We are not worthy for what we just saw. 4-0 Tigers in front.
And it's picked up here by the Tigers. Sent out of the zone. Worked ahead. St. Martin cutting through the middle. Right wing side, McKenna to the trailer. Muhanen backhand, a rebound, scores. Knocked off the glass and out. But the Tigers get it right back. Trying to work it in, down the left wing side. Here's Molendyk. He'll center it, scores!
Molendyk with it. Weisblatt, slot, left side, McKenna. Pass back door, scores! Points in his WHL career. Peterson fans with a shot from the left point. Quick 2-on-1, now it's a clear cut breakaway for St. Martin. Backhand deke, scores! So far, that was a 5-on-3 goal in the first period. Shot attempt from McKenna, rips wide of the Red Deer net. Ritchie on the right wing side. Back to McKenna, left point. Wines fires, looking for a tip, and they score. Right slot now, Weisblatt. Takes his time, gets it back to the right point. Van Mulligan holds it in. Tigers net still empty. 2 minutes left to go in the third period. McKenna spins. Back to the point. Finds Ritchie. Fires. Scores! There's Ryder Ritchie's hat trick.
Waiting for Weisblatt. Into the middle. It comes to Molendyk. To the net. Couldn't get a shot. Now centered. Broken up by Price. Here's Weisblatt to the front. They score! Liam Ruck on the back door. And the Tigers answer. Gets the puck. Back to the blue line. Vassett into the front. Tipped on. Rebound. Scores! McKenna bangs it home. Boards. Back to McKenna. Works his way to the corner. Turns back. Weisblatt shoots. He scores! Tigers have answered to tie it. 4-4.
McKenna picks a pass off and heads to center ice. Weisblatt to McKenna. Molendyk left side. Scores! Picture perfect. Tanner Molendyk. 8th of the season. Back to center for McKenna. Down the left wall. He'll touch one. Bottom of the left circle. Ryder Ritchie centers it for Weisblatt. Weisblatt back for McKenna. And alone Gavin McKenna scores! Silky smooth touch from Gavin McKenna. The Rebel zone. It rolls to McKenna at the right point. Gavin McKenna already on a 2-point night. Can he make it 3? Curls away from Wrigley. Walks into the right circle. McKenna flips in front. Weisblatt scores! Hey, what do you say? Gavin McKenna, a 3-point night. To the right circle it goes. Molendyk back up top for Pickford. Gives back to Molendyk. Quickly left side. McKenna. Low shot. He scores! 4 points in the first period for Gavin McKenna. The crease out the other side. Copeland at the left point tried a little touch play to Hamilton. That was intercepted. Tigers have a breakaway shorthanded. McKenna in alone. 5 for McKenna and make it a Hattie as well. Send them down. Medicine Hat. Power play. 3rd of the night. Larson in the box for a cross check. Tigers control it. Weisblatt scores! Top to the left circle. McKenna curls back up the wall. 30 seconds left in the power play. Down low, Liam Ruck feeds one to the right point for Pickford. He'll hold that onside. Play it back across for McKenna. McKenna shoots. They score! Hat trick for Oasis. Weisblatt and the Tiger captain with his 101st. McKenna, touch to the point. Molendyk, right side Pickford. He'll walk, he'll fire. Save me. Rebound to McKenna. Pass in front. They score! Molendyk to the left circle. Pacheco. Cross ice feed to Ritchie. Deflects to the point. They score! Weissenen with the shot. McKenna tipped it home, and it's 2-0 Tigers.
Warmolder, Jaeger just missing a little bit of that speed of the Hurricanes on these zone entries with the power play.
Tigers shorthanded, come through center. McKenna in the left circle. Oh! He's playing it on rookie mode. Someone up his difficulty. 8-1 Tigers. Touch to head to McKenna. High slot Ritchie. Drags, fires, shoots, scores.
St. Martin out of center. Here comes Weisblatt. He's twisting, he's turning, he slips one back on the scene. St. Martin, high slot McKenna. Touch it off. Molendyk scores! Tanner Molendyk, epitome of each other. Calgary off the draw, got a shot. Menigan save, rebound, and Howe unable to go through his legs to tuck in that rebound. Now the Tigers break away. McKenna's got a chance to the net. He scores! Gavin McKenna. So this is the final day of the regular season. Tigers coming in. Gavin McKenna looking to the slot to Weisblatt. Tied up off the bench is Wu. Right side McKenna. Shot, scores! Gavin McKenna's got a 2-goal third
their second shift in the opening 2 minutes. St. Martin plays one of Weissenen at the right point. McKenna steals in the slot. McKenna back door. They score!
It's a turnover and St. Martin with the speed, but they're able to.
Tigers steal in front. Weisblatt in alone. Score! Bird skates up to the top of the point. Gives it left side for McKenna. Down low, Liam Ruck. Backdoor pass. They score! Cut off by Caswell at the left point, found by McKenna. Puck tied up within his feet, found by Pickford. He'll go for the empty net. He'll score! Bryce Pickford ices it into the empty cage, and it makes a goal tonight. He'll work it to the left side. McKenna down low for Liam Rock, bottom of the left circle. He'll walk back up, feed one back door. They score! To the bottom of the right right circle, banks it to the point for McKenna. McKenna shoots, and a save made. Rebound, they score! It explodes on him. Weisblatt will knock it out of the air. Oasis Weisblatt. 3-on-1, gives to Richie, gives to McKenna, he'll score!
The other way, here's Richie, 3-on-2. McKenna's open, in tight, fed it across, it's loose, they score! Just stays onside. That's been the inches that the McKenna sharp angle trying to take it through. One-timer, they score! Chance for Mayo to try and take it. He'll just shoot it, it hits McKenna. Now a chance backdoor, Richie's in and scores! Swift here, now it's going to be Wu. Up for Richie, one-timer, ripped it wide on the feet from McKenna. And again, the Tigers keep coming. Otto Hansen sends it through, they score! Timely stop for him as the Broncos were looking for the lead again. Richie across, McKenna, one-timer, he scores!
Liam Ruck to Gordon Carroll, back to Liam Ruck in the slot, gives to McKenna, back Gordon Carroll, he scores! Today's the day! Off the schneid onto the board! Back with it. Molendyk in the left circle, up top Weisblatt, right side, Pickford fires wide, rebound, they score! Gives off to his right, Chenier walks, fires off the crossbar. Get onto the rebound, he'll have a 2-on-1 shorthanded with speed, Pacheco the trailer, McKenna, what a move, Gavin McKenna, mastery from Gavin McKenna, highlight of the night, short-handed wizardry from the Whites. Won by the Tigers. Molendyk wires off the boards, pass Rudolph, McKenna skates onto it at center, down the left wing, McKenna short-handed, shoots, scores! Superstar status achieved. Gavin McKenna restores the Tiger 2-goal.
Rudolph backs up towards the left side corner, has McKenna closing in. He'll play it to the corner, but McKenna's there for it first. McKenna, Michigan attempt, and he scores!
He did it again!
Gavin McKenna!
Gavin McKenna!
A minute and 26 seconds in, hits the Michigan. Ahead, looking for Crocker up the right wall. Richie knocks it back into the zone. Now McKenna has Richie in alone, and he scores! Tigers are running away with it. Versus Weisblatt, another minute 10 to kill as the Tigers get control. Molendyk through traffic scores! Tanner Molendyk.
First for the Tigers, it's 1-0. Tigers put on their top unit, re-enter the offensive zone. McKenna right circle, scores! 2-0! Gavin McKenna has now tied Alexander Radulov for the longest CHL point streak. Weisblatt scores! Richie tipped it back. Weisblatt finished it off, and the Tigers with it in the offensive zone for the Tigers. Backhand in front. Weisblatt backhander scores! Gavin McKenna stands alone. 51 games in a row. Work it to the point. Molendyk back down the wall. McKenna to the slot. Pickford walks, fires. They score! From Yeager, his stick explodes. Tigers a 3-on-2 up ice. McKenna to his left. Volatovsky, partial break. Volatovsky scores! Win the draw to the left point for Tanner Molendyk. Gives to Pickford. Bryce Pickford, cross ice McKenna in front. They score!
Taken back by McKenna, centered, Richie turns, fires, he scores! A quick answer to the blue line, Molendyk holds, down the boards, McKenna, cross ice pass, Pickford juggled it, now shoots, he scores! Tigers tie it again! The puck away, puck given away, here's McKenna, busting into the net, center, Weisblatt scores! Oasis Weisblatt, the Tiger captain, gives Medicine Hat a 3-0 stranglehold. He'll turn on the near wall. McKenna, 3 assists last night, gets it across. Pickford shoots, he scores. McKenna can't clear, Yeager holds. Weisblatt trying to force it out, and he does. Puck down to the Hurricane line. McKenna will race, empty net, scores.
The right side, back to Wu at the point, now left side, shot out there by McKenna, and he scores. McKenna with 23 seconds left on the power.
Accident shot. Redirected by Artsmatenko out front. There's a chance off the post. They score! Out to center. Breakaway for Gavin McKenna. Scores! McKenna! Comes back around Ritchie. Played up to center ice. Here goes McKenna with speed. McKenna with a shot that goes wide. Loose in front. Back over. They score! Pass for Preston Lounsbury. Back in front. Knocked into the air. Gavin McKenna sends it down. Off the post and in. It's back to the blue line. Across it comes. McKenna moving in with a shot and he scores!